What is up, everybody? Today I have something a little bit different for you, because today we're going to be working on a car. Now, the other day, Bryce and I tried to record us going and picking up this car, but it didn't work out. We got the car, but the video just wasn't good. We didn't record much, and it was just a whole ordeal yesterday. So today, we're going to install a radio, go over a couple things, and we're just going to work on this car and show you what Bryson bought. But basically, I'm driving there right now, and yeah, I'll show you guys when I get there. There she is.
Yeah. Toto, wash my shoes, these cost 1,500, damn. Ops talk the best, but ain't doing nothing, damn. He hopped off the porch, he still ain't doing nothing, damn. How I hit it first, you still ain't doing nothing, damn. I told her come correct, or we ain't doing nothing. Lame bitch, she said she hit them all, I know she stealing something. Bullshit, I pull up like a fire truck.
Bryson, what did you get?
I got me an 01 Mustang.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
let me tell you, this thing is a heat. So the interior is a little bad.
Oh yeah.
It could definitely use a little work.
Definitely gonna have to get rid of those seats. I mean, that seat's not bad. The back ones, let's see, let's pull back. The back ones are dirty. Looks like someone crapped themselves back there.
Hey, need to clean everything. But it's not I'm gonna be using the back seats all that much.
Oh, is that your hood latch?
This is how they came. This is how they came, like stock. I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
They have these instead of a button, which is actually crazy. It hangs right here.
We'll like glue that in or something. Looks like you got a
Like a little holder.
speaker we need to reattach.
Yeah, it has the two Ford Mach 460 sound system speakers.
Yes, sir.
Not
Good sound.
bad.
Horn work. It looks like your airbag's about to come out. Yeah, it works. Let's see, it's not bad. Need to put this in. Radio. There's one in the back seat right here.
It doesn't fit. From what he told me, he doesn't fit.
What do you mean by that?
So we also need to take off this part of the boot and put this plate back on,
Okay.
because that's why it's making the whining noise when you're in gear. For some reason, the trunk button is right here in the glove box.
Dude, that is the weirdest.
That's a
Okay.
two-player trunk. You need to. So this.
Do they have
extra
some
part.
like subs that they were wiring back in there? What is that?
This is originally for the clutch.
For
This
the
is like
clutch?
this is extra. This is just an extra piece.
Huh.
Apparently.
You
That's
got
how
some
the Mustangs do it.
nice floor mats. Oh, you got some
Water bottles.
old Smarties water bottles. Definitely need to clean that out.
But at least we got some clean mats.
This kind of looks like speaker wire.
Well, I wouldn't mess with it too much. Just in case.
I don't know if there's something back in there. Maybe we'll figure that out. Kind of looks like speaker wire though. Oh yeah. So what engine is it?
It's just 3.8
3.8?
V6. I wish we got the 4.6 so bad.
Yeah.
But you know what? At least it runs and drives for how much we got it.
Yeah, it runs. How much did we get it for, Bryson?
$900.
I'll make that deal. How about you bitch? You make that deal?
I'd make that deal.
I don't blame you. Damn good deal.
Oh yeah, we got this thing for $900, and it definitely needs some work. I mean, you can see the paint. Nothing spray paint can't fix over here. Now, I have seen this car, but I wanted him to explain what was with it. The guy kind of just set the intake, so we'll definitely need to fit it into this. The engine, I mean, she starts up. Go ahead and crank her up, Bryson. Let's hear this. Oh, tell us something about the headers and the exhaust real quick.
It sounds pretty mean. It doesn't sound like your normal V6.
It's got the
But
full...
It doesn't sound like it's farting.
True. It's got the full dual system Flowmasters exhaust and headers on it. So let's listen to this thing. Oh yeah. So overall, I thought it was a pretty good deal. $900 for running, driving Mustang. Can't really beat it. It's definitely got to have some work done to it. We're going to work on it. It's got a couple lights on it, on the dash. What were the lights?
It does, the ABS light is on, so definitely need some, well, it's better everything.
Yeah. Definitely
The
needs brakes. Oh, yeah.
Remember how, like, because it's only when the cars turn on when they're, like, actually good.
Yeah.
But, like, by themselves, it just sucks.
Yeah.
The e-brake isn't attached.
Oh, yeah. So the e-brake isn't attached. The back brakes are kind of iffy. So we might work on that a little. But I think we're going to start with the radio because, hey, if you got a sound system in a car that drives, that's all you need. So we're going to start with the radio and then move on from there. So we're back with the spark plugs. We got all 6 here. And now all we have to do is take this off so we can reach down in there. Let's see if I can zoom in and show you. You can kind of see one of the boots for the spark plugs. So I'll have to remove that. And then on this side, which I think we might start with this side, they're just right there. Those things right there. So shouldn't be too bad. Looks like we're leaking a little bit there. Nothing too bad. We need to clean the engine. I filled up the coolant because there was none in there. So that was bad, but filled that up. So now we're just gonna get started on that. Time lapse it for the most part. And yeah, hopefully this goes smoothly. Got the first one out. It does not look very good. If it'll focus. Yeah, definitely does not look good. But I mean, this one alone could have been causing the misfire. We're not sure. But we're just gonna replace all of them. We bought all of them. I spent $68 on some damn spark plugs, but should make it run perfect. So we're gonna throw them in. I'll stop and show you each one just to compare. Here's a new one right here. Dude, this has to be the the misfire one, because you see the difference in the tip over here, the tip on this side, and all the gunk on it. That's crazy. But we're gonna throw this one in and get rid of these. Okay, so I'm not planning on doing this for all of the spark plugs, but so here, put your hand behind the camera. So here you can see new spark plug. It's got that little white cap at the bottom. Here is this one, where it looks like that white cap. Ooh, if it can decide on camera, that white cap is gone on one side. Ow. It's not good. There we go. That's a good view. That white cap is gone. So that is not good. I mean, the engine runs. We were driving it yesterday. I recorded a little bit, but we'll wait to fully drive it until we get this done. But that is not good. I'm hoping the rest aren't this bad, but definitely a good thing we're replacing all of these. All right, back to the time lapse. Okay, so I got all this plugged in. They're really difficult, and I tried to show the best I could on camera, but obviously those last two, one here on the left and one up there on the right, those are difficult. But if you hold the wrench at this angle, you'll be able to get in there, and then you can sort of squeeze your hand down in there. I have decently sized hands and forearms, and it fit just fine. I mean, you're gonna scrape and cut yourself, but it is what it is. So now it's just plugging in the hoses, or the actual coils back, making sure that you hear a click, because if you don't hear a click, then either it's not all the way in, or you run the risk of it being on but it falling off or causing another misfire. So just make sure you feel or hear a click whenever you push it on. So I'm gonna do that off camera, and then we'll move over here to the other side where Bryson has already taken off the intake, but I'll show you what he did. Okay, so now here on the other side, all Bryson did was loosen this little hose clamp with a flathead and just pulled it off. Now, some people disconnect other things. As long as you pull this off and you make room, you'll be fine to get down in there. Just scoot it out of the way. set this somewhere where it won't fall on the engine. And then now, I'll move you guys a bit closer. So this side seems a little difficult. I'm sure I can figure it out with this space right down there, but this little bar right here. But you can see the first coil in the back there. We'll take those off and we'll run down through it. It looks like there's a piece of the gasket or something right there too we might need to fix. But as long as it runs right now, we're not too worried. So let's get that off and the other three, and I'll try to angle it and show you guys exactly where they're at. So I'm gonna try not to show you each one, but you can see how much better the left side is. I mean, great compared to the other side. Ooh, there's a bee flying around my camera. But these look way better than the other side, so that was definitely causing the misfire. That's what we're going with. We're hoping that it solves that, but now, unless something crazy happens, I won't show you the rest of the spark plugs and we'll just knock this out. All these are back in. They're all clipped in, should be at least. I guess we'll figure out once we fired it up. The bolt that is on the intake to loosen it is completely stripped. Whoever had it before just completely stripped it out. So Bryson's brother Mason is cutting that, and then we'll put the new hose clamp on and fire this thing up.
Start it.
All right, let's fire it up, see if she runs better. It just blows up, shoots a piston to the sky. So it's a little bit later after installing the spark plugs, and we were getting a pretty bad vacuum leak and just misfired, and we couldn't figure out what was wrong. Well, I'm gonna switch around the camera and show you what was wrong. This hose that my thumb's on right now just completely disconnected. So watch when I remove my thumb. And put it back on, right back up there. So now we gotta figure out where this goes, and then it should run just fine.
You could force it on there a little bit more.
So yeah, I'll try to force it on a little more. So that hose, for anyone having this problem, that connector right there, it'll pop off. I kind of want to put a zip tie on it just to make sure it's safe in there. But so anyone having this problem, this hose right here connected behind all these wires and right here on the actual engine, the hose runs down under this one right here. You'll see that green cap, and right there on this big silver thing, there's another point right there. I'll put a circle over it. And that is what that line leads to. Now we're gonna fire up and see if that'll stay. All right, fire up. Oh yeah. How are the RPM?
My bitch pose is nasty.
It's looking.
They're stable right now.
I mean, we're solid 1K. ABS, service engine. I could probably clear that. The oil looked good. Give her some revs. Let's see. That's normal. Like, that sounds pretty normal considering there's a new header and exhaust on there with no tune.
I think it might have came off.
Oh no, it's staying pretty good. Let's check. Let's go around here and check. So that was our problem with a vacuum leak. Let's see. It's still on there. All right. So there we go. So now we're on to the next problem that this car is having, and it's the fact that it is hot inside the car. Like, you start it up and it gets hot super fast from the transmission, and the guy told us it's because he didn't have a plate installed, and we have the plate, which I'll have to get Bryson to grab that plate, but we're gonna install that, hopefully fix the heat issue, and then we're gonna try to get our air conditioning to work, because it blows air right now, but it's not blowing cold. So we're gonna try to fix that, and then we'll move on from there. Okay, so we got the panel off this door to look at this motor. All you're gonna do for that is on this left side near the speaker, there's a pin, pull that out, and then if you got the different speakers up here, there's like just a screw up top, unbolt that, unplug it, and then pull and lift out and it'll all come out. But the actual motor's here, and I don't know, I'll have to grab that, but it should just be an 8, and I'll be right back. All you want to do is once you get those bolts out, push it towards you with a screwdriver or something until it clicks off of the gears in there, and then push it down and it should pull right out of this. So we got this motor here. Now that we got this window down, all you can do is just push and pull up and down now. We're gonna go drive. Go left. Go left. Go left.
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
So we finally picked up the window motor and we got the new wires with it. And just to test it out, Bryson, you want to plug that in? Help me with this since I got one hand. Plug that in. All right, now grab the window thing, see if it works. Cool. So this was definitely our problem because we tested it like this before with the old one and we wouldn't get anything. Let me shut off the dang car. So yeah, so we know this works. So now all we got to do is install it right there. So now to install this, all you want to do is, I guess we can technically unplug this. Slot it into here and try to get it to fit the best you can back in here. And it's gonna suck, but I'm gonna try to get it in. Oh, you got a damn window, Bryson. All right.
There we go.
So it's a little bit weird to make sure this is all the way in. All I did was set it here. It's holding itself. It felt like it was locked in place. It's not moving down on the sides too much. Make that a little bit more stable. We plugged it in, and then to test, it should hold itself now, even though it's not bolted. To test, all we did is hook it up, and then now, to make sure this stays in place, we got a working window. So yeah. So now it's gonna be the same thing as when we removed it. I don't remember how much recorded because I do remember the camera stopped, but it's just gonna be 3 bolts right in there, 8mm, and then you're pretty much set. The window so far has been one of the easiest things we've replaced. That really did take about 5 minutes. We were joking about that, but now we just gotta put those in and hook the speaker back in. What else? Oh, put the whole door frame in and fit these up. We also lost the button.
It should be just in the floor.
Yeah. So we'll just time lapse all that. It's nothing too crazy. You guys should be able to do it just in reverse order. But yeah, we'll time lapse that. You can slow it down if you need to, and that'll be the window.
He's one of the best scientific minds we have today.
I just cut the shit out of my hand on something. Oh, like I actually cut the shit out of my hand. Well. So now that we've got the spark plug problem fixed and the window fixed, along with the heat problem we were having with the clutch, now we need to fix these brakes. So these brakes, I'm pretty sure we're metal on metal at this point. They suck, and I'm kind of scared to see what they look like. But we're going to replace those now. Should be super quick and easy, but I already got the car jacked up. Now we're going to take off the wheel and start that process. Hey, so you can see where they spray painted the caliper because they got it back here too. That's fine. That is scored beyond belief. So that's not good. You want it to be pretty smooth. That is not at all. Yeah, so that's not what you want to see. But that's fine. We're still going to throw the new brakes on here. We'll have to replace the brakes again, most likely. But I'd rather you have brakes instead of it sit here and do the same thing over and over. These rotors will have to be replaced. See if I can get a good up close shot to show you guys. So these grooves here are fine, that's so heat gets out. Same with these holes, but
It's like a record player.
you can see how smooth this is and then how bad that is. So you're definitely grinding metal on metal, which we could hear, which is fine. Well, we'll fix it anyways. But so now all we do is take off this bolt, and then there's one back here, right there. Take that off, and then this all will just kind of pull up. So we're gonna find a socket for that, and then go from there. Oh my God.
They're non-existent.
There's no brake. There's literally no brake. You can see the color from the heat. Let's look at this other one. So, if you pull your brakes off and they look like this, you should have had a brake change probably 200,000 miles ago. Maybe not that long, but this is metal on metal. There is no longer any brake pad here, and you can see where it's literally eating into this. Let me grab a new pad and show you what it looks like. Here's the old pad, and there's the new pad. Yeah, so this is just metal on metal. No wonder they sounded horrible. I can't believe the guy kept driving on this. This is a hazard to everyone. But this is what they're supposed to look like. Yeah, I'm surprised. But so now we're just gonna put these in. It's pretty simple. Alright, so that's the end of episode 1. Basically, we just did the basic things to it to get it running and driving. But next episode, we're going to focus a lot more on getting the drift build really into the drifting side. So next episode, it's either going to be an exterior look. As you can see, we've done a little bit. This is the car a little bit past episode 2. But if Bryson, come over here, you can see we just kind of touched up some paint.
Yeah, there was definitely like the bare metal was starting to rust a little bit, so we definitely had to get rid of that before it got any worse.
Yeah,
What do you
so
think?
we just sprayed right over it just so the rust wouldn't continue. But in the next episode, we're kind of planning on fully painting this and potentially adding a full body kit to this and get this thing looking really nice. But other than that, if that's not in episode 2 will consist of interior. We got to get the handbrake hooked up. We're kind of thinking a long handle hydraulic system. We'll see. Now, we are trying to make this thing a little bit of a daily driver, but also a full drift build right now.
Those two do not go together at all,
They
buddy.
don't really go together, but it's got to work for now until he can pick up another car. But
Oh yeah.
interior, we're thinking a little bit, maybe bucket seats, clean it out, making it look fully custom, but that'll either be episode 2 or episode 3. We'll see which one we end up getting to. But other than that, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, like the video, subscribe, and let me know what you want to see from this car. Right now, we picked it up for $900, and we're not that far into it, so there's a load of potential for this. We have a lot more money left over that we can spend towards this thing that we didn't spend originally on the purchase of the car. So if you got any crazy ideas, let us know. This thing's supposed to look insane, really make people mad on the track, drift, street, wherever we take it. But other than that, if you're interested, we're working on a Ninja 650 build right now. If that is up at the time this is posted, which it should be a week after, then that one will be right here. If you're interested in a John boat build, that will be here. And then there might be a race video from the race I did this last weekend. If you're more into the dirt bike side of my channel, that should be right here. If not, there'll be a recommended video for you to watch. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for episode 2. But other than that, thank you, and we'll see you in part 2.
You know, this is either going to become the best drift build ever or the worst racer you have ever seen.
Oh yeah.
See y'all.